Hey y'all, hey, I'm Ashley and this is For Dizzy Birds, and it is our May week 3 of Save with Friends. So we've got lots to do to get our third week taken care of. First, I want to point out to those of you who noticed in my videos that yes, I did notice for some reason, I don't know what is wrong with me, I forgot to film Survivor with my Save with Friends video last week. I did post an emergency video on Thursday just to make sure that I stayed up with everybody, and very barely passed. So it's not my fanciest video up, but it is up and I did play, and I am not going to forget to do Survivor this week. I don't know what it is about that challenge, but I tend to forget it almost every other week. So anyways, it is May week 3. We're going to get into our Save with Friends binder. We're going to take care of that. And we will finish up our video today with Survivor. I hope y'all are doing well and having a great weekend. I'm filming a little later than normal, but it is Saturday. I have packages going out to members for the Ko-fi membership. So if you are one of my members, you should be seeing that package coming very soon. So, and those of you who chose to add on the extra blind box option of the little, where are they at? The saving sidekicks for Ice Cream Dreams, those will be coming along as well. So those are coming out. And oh, y'all, we are getting so close to 1,000 subscribers. We are at, as of filming today, I think it was 978. So we are only like 22 away from hitting that goal. So if you are watching and you have not already subscribed and you are interested in watching the journey, please go ahead and subscribe. We are so close to that goal. I really hardly can believe it. Okay, so that's my story for today. Let's go ahead and get into it. We have Save with Friends. We have $150 that we bring to this binder every week, or at least we try to bring 150 every week. We are bringing 150 this week. I don't we'll see it in the budget with me video on Sunday's video, but we have a little bit less this week, so we had to cut some of the stuff that we normally do, but we're going to be doing all of our Save with Friends normal stuff, and you'll see on the Sunday video what we had to cut just because our budget was a little tighter this week. That's just the way it works. There's our $10 for Saving Survivor, which we are not going to forget. We're going to go ahead and kick it off with April's fresh start here. We are working on her May scratcher. We're going to scratch 2. Let's see. Let's just do the upper corner here for 5. Okay. And then the lower corner down here for 7. Wow, those are the 2 spiciest numbers possible, I feel like. No, it's not, but got 2 spicy numbers. So we're going to be paying a total of 12 into that one today. And we will have 2 scratches left. And when it's all said and done, it will save us 31. So we have saved so far 10, 15, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 26 of the 31. So probably not as spicy underneath the other 2 scratchers. We'll find out next week. Up next is Rock's Budgets. We have our monthly challenge we're doing with her and her cute May one. Let's do this upper corner sort of. Okay, there's a 1. And then let's do this over here, this other upper corner, and that's an 8. So not exactly not spicy. We have a total of 9 going into this one today. So 5. You know what? I wonder, do we have a 1? And we can go ahead and pull a 10. That's what we will do. This one saves us 30 total. We are at 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. And we will pull both of these at the end of the month to put towards a debt payment. We will see those get completed this month, hopefully. Up next, we have 2 challenges with Save with Judy. And the first one is our little gnome friends. And this is when I get to color and chat a little bit with you. We're going to do 2 gnomes today. because we have 5 gnomes for May, and we only have 2. We have today's pay period, and then the next one, and then that will be wrapping up our May. So we don't get behind. We're gonna go ahead and color 2 today. So they're $10 per gnome. So I brought $20 to put towards these guys today. So we're gonna have to hope some of our other challenges, like our dating game, are not as spicy as usual. We need the less spicy version of the dating game. So yeah, let's chat a little bit. So we are approaching. So after this weekend, it will be the boys' last week of school. I cannot believe it is already summertime here. And they are very excited to be wrapping up this year and going into their summer where they can sleep in most days and play video games and just kind of do whatever they want. Unfortunately, because I work, Finn will either be carted off to camp, so he'll still have to get up kind of early, or he will be, he's kind of rotating out camp and spending time with his grandparents. So he's got a schedule that he's going to follow. And then we've got a couple of weeks of vacation that we had planned for the summer camping trips. But with what's going on with my brother, I have a feeling that we are probably going to be canceling those trips just because they're going to kind of they're not going to line up well with recovery and things that he has to do, and my parents making sure he gets through his recovery. But we will still have the time off, even though we're not going anywhere. And I will probably just hang around with the boys a little bit. Anyways, that's right around the corner. And I always say this every year. I can't believe it feels like it flew by. How is it already time for school to be over? They don't feel that way. They are very excited about school getting out. But as the mom that's got to take care of all the summer stuff that comes along, I'm like, wow, how is it already that time? But that's okay. I'm excited for them to have a break from school. Mr. Finn, when he comes back to school in the fall, is actually starting at a new school with new friends because of redistricting. And I thought he would be upset about it. And he does have some really good friends at his current school, but he is taking it with a grain of salt and basically saying that he's going to have a new adventure. So he's not very worried about it, and that makes me happy. I'm glad that he feels that way about it. And so that's our update on the kids. They've got just a few more days of school, and we have all that end of the school year stuff, awards assemblies and things. And of course, I've got work. That's just never ending. Work, work, work. That never stops. And yeah. So as far as my brother and my family, my brother and my mom have been here in my city, in Oklahoma City, because it is close to the hospital and the doctors that will hopefully be fixing my brother up. They are waiting on a doctor's appointment for this new doctor to see him and then make a plan for his to fix the issue with his heart. So we are waiting sort of impatiently on that. But they've just been hanging out at our house. I'm glad that I'm able to provide that. I'm just going to work and doing my everyday thing. Nothing different there. And they're just hanging around here in the city. So we've got a house full. We're doing our best to keep it quiet and calm around here because it is a bit of a zoo with the boys and all the animals, but we're waiting patiently for that. All right, we need names for these guys. let's see. The name John came to mind here. We're going to call him Johnny. This is Johnny. Johnny here. And then let's see, Magenta. Magenta is this one's name. All right, so we're going to take care of Johnny and Magenta here for a total of $20 today. And that will just leave us with one little gnome friend for our last pay period. So $20 going into playing with friends. Here we go. This one right here. Let's see. We have a total of so far 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. That's going to be a big save when we get done with that page. All right, now we go to our 2026 savings with Judy. We have our little snails. Now we did 2 snails last week for this one, so we'll only need to do 1 today, and we will still be on track to finish the May characters. So it'll just be $5. And we do not pull this one. We're going to play this one all the way through because it's going to be really good and close to our HOA fees, which I just paid so that we could get our key fob for our swimming pool, which will be opening up soon. So boys are also excited about that. Okay, so 110, 15, and 20 so far of the 300 overall. All right, what do we have next? Oh, I think we are on to our year of minis with, yes, Bookish Mama Budgets. So with this one, we are playing all 4 cards. We're on card number 2, and we're playing D6 for this card. So that's a 6. I'm glad we budgeted 6. All right, 6 going in today to year of minis. So far, none of these things have been necessarily easy on us. They have been right at the budget or over, so we are hoping our dating scene goes a little bit calmer. Okay, so for only 3 rolls so far, 5, 10, 11, and 12, we will keep this one running until we have the whole card done. That's just a really good representation of just one little amount consistently over time. All right, so speaking of our spicy challenges, we are going to Cupcake Chaos with Sassy Ginger Budgets now. We're going to hope we can make a cupcake without it breaking the bank. All right, let's pull out our cupcake key here. We are moving on to the start of the second to last row. We have almost finished all our cupcakes. All right, hopefully you guys can see all of that. Here we go. We'll push that back there. Okay, we're going to start out by finding out what our frosting flavor is, and it's going to be maple bacon again. All right. We had maple bacon the last 2 cupcakes, so we must really like maple bacon. Okay, now it's time to find out our filling flavor. It's a 6. See, it's not going easy on us. White chocolate mousse. All right, so far a pretty spicy cupcake. Another 6 for our cake flavor of banana. Sorry guys, I'm out on that. Okay, let's find our frosting color. Come on, we need some smaller numbers here too. Thank you. Red. Okay, that's a fun color. Let's see, is that red? Sure is. We can do red here. Oh, at least we had one that's not a 6. This is going to be a spicy cupcake, y'all. Our dating life is going to have to be a little more affordable, or we're not going to have any left for our last 2 challenges. Goodness. Oh, goodness. I hope y'all are looking forward to the summer. Do you all get to stay home, or do you have jobs like me that have you going in all summer long while your kids get to sleep in? All right, sprinkle colors is a 3 for brown. That's an interesting color of sprinkle. Okay, we'll do it. So we have a brown sprinkles on red icing. And then we need our cake flavor is banana, so I'm just going to go ahead and color that in a little bit yellow right here. And now we need our red. Red. Okay. All right. We shouldn't have put the red up. Let's put the red back down here. This is an interesting looking cupcake. Even more interesting with the flavors. Would you all eat a maple bacon white chocolate banana cupcake? Let me know down below. Would you get down on this cupcake? I am out. I'm out on it. Let's add it up and see how much it cost us. Get our little calculator out. So maple bacon is 5. White chocolate mousse is 6. Banana is 6. Okay. Then we have 2 for red icing and 3 for brown sprinkles. And then 4 for red wrapper. So yeah, this one was a kind of a spicy cupcake. $26, y'all. 26 buckaroonies for one very pretty cupcake. Okay, I want to know who's eating this cupcake. That's what I want to know down below. Anyone eating maple bacon white chocolate banana cupcakes? I will send it right over to you. I will let you have it. Okay, what have we saved so far just this month? 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 61, 2, 3, and 4. $64 so far. And we have at least one more cupcake to make this month. So that one is always a great saver for us. All right, we'll put our little cupcake away. I believe we are on to our dating game. So I am going to get that all cleaned up. I will fast forward through this so that you don't have to sit here while I get everything ready. All right, y'all, let's see how this is going to go. So, if you've not seen this before, this game comes from Agape Book Club. We're having a blast, especially since we don't have to date anymore and we can find it kind of funny. We have our heartthrobs here on our dating app. We're going to have our action cards right here. We need to find out who our singles are. Okay, so we have our flight attendant. She's been on one date, but she's going to have another one today. This is going to be this lady's last one. So, she's had 2 already. She's enjoying a nice walk through the city. And then this one's also going to be her last one. This is her last chance for a good date, okay? So we're going to find out who our heartthrobs are now. So we have Mr. Gamer here, Mr. Sad Gamer, and for some reason we are swiping right on him, so he's in the running. We have a chef. I am down. Oh no! So we're going to say swipe left on that. So we're not interested in the chef. Apparently, we don't like to eat. We have this gentleman here. He looks like he is working hard. We're gonna swipe right on him, so he's in the running. And then we have this guy here. Oh, we're swiping left on him. This bad boy. Oh, of course, we're swiping right on him because who doesn't love a bad boy? All right. So I'm going to get our heartthrobs, our uninterested, out of here. So these are the 3 guys that we are going to have a chance to go on a date with. And now we're going to scooch them down. So basically, we're going to use our D6 here to find out which one that we're going to go on the date with. And then here's our date locations. We're going to find out what the locations are. Okay, so someone's going to the beach, someone's going to a fancy dinner, and someone is going to the fair. Okay, all right, and we're going to save our situations for when we see that date happen. Okay, so we're going to roll this lady here, this flight attendant we're going to start with. Okay, she's going out with this gentleman. He looks like he is serious and means business. And I bet you he takes her to a fancy dinner. What do you think? All right, so he's taking her a fancy dinner. And the situation is he talked about his ex all night. If that's the case, if you roll odd, he talked about his ex all night. So we're going to save $4. If you roll even, he didn't do that. Even, he did not do that. Okay, so we're going to save $3 plus $14 for this guy, for this date. And we were going to go with, it was probably a decent date. We don't know if they're going to end up together or not, but he's he at least didn't talk about his ex all night. Okay, so we have 14 and 3, so that's a total of $17, y'all. These dating, whew, I don't know. I just don't know. Are we going to have any money left for our other things? We'll just have to see how it goes. $17. All right, now we're on to this lady. It's her last date, and she rolled a 1, so she's going out with the sad gamer guy. Let's say he would take her to the fair, because even though he looks sad, maybe he just lost a game. But he's wanting to be in a good mood, so he's going to take her to the fair. If we roll odd, he belched and never excused himself. And if we roll even, he didn't do that. Okay, so let's hope for even here. Okay, even. Great. He did not belch. Okay, so luckily this date's not going to cost us as much because the gamer dude is a 4 and the rolling even is only a 1. So it's only $5 for this date. And we will say that's a good date. And she is actually done. She will be out of the game. So we are done with this game once all of our singles have had 3 dates. That's how that works. Okay, now let's find out. She's going to be going to the beach, but let's see who she's going with. She rolled a 4. She's going with Mr. Serious here. Ooh, your date's cologne smells amazing. Roll a d6. And it's 2. So, another good date at the beach. Okay, so 14 for him and 2 for the cologne. That's a total of $16. Okay. Oh, still spicy. Okay. So these 2 young ladies are all done with the game. They are going to exit now and they will not be back. We can clean all of this up here really quick. And then we will count up and see how much this expensive dating scene cost us this week. My goodness. It went through the money pretty quickly. All right. This game is fun, though. And, it doesn't even feel like we're saving money for boring old debt, which is what we're doing for sure. All right. Let's see how much we saved. Okay. We may need to switch some of this in, but we will do this first. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, and $38. Let's trade this in for, actually, let's do this. Let's do 20, 30. Put this back in. There we have some change. Okay, so 20, 30, 35, and 38 going into our budget love match. Budget, not really. Okay, and let's count up how much we've saved. Now, we pull this every month, even though we're still playing the game, because it's just too much to not put towards a debt payment. So we are at 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 115, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. $120 all. And we still have one more week to play on that one. Okay, so we have 2 challenges left. We have our Ultimate 2026 from the Mrs. Champion, Pam Champion, and we're going to do that one first. Normally, we also play our summer Magic of Summer collab, but I'm thinking we might not have enough to do that this week, so I'm okay with that because I also want to get the expansion pack downloaded and printed out that Maddie at Floating Funds told me about. So we'll just see how it works, but I'm thinking we may not be playing that one this week. Bummer. Okay, so this book we've been playing every month, and we've got several scratches left here. Let's see which one we should do. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go over here. Okay, that's a 1. That's a nice, friendly, easygoing 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 3, 4. This one was hiding on me over here. Okay, so that's a 6. Little less easygoing, but still not horrible. Okay, and then we need to do one more. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go up here. Oh, another easygoing 1. Not too bad. Okay, we're going to stop right there because I just remembered that we need to do our Saturday 5. Also in this book. So we start out here. Yep, we do not want to miss that. there's our 5 for our Saturday 5. Okay, and then back to our coloring page. I'm going to trade this in for a 10. Okay, so we are knocking out some more tulips here. So we have a yellow tulip. So let's do this big one right here for 5. I love these pencils. They color so well. Okay, so $5 going there. And then now we only have this little bit left. So, well, we do have another 5. So let's do this other tulip. That way we are set up really good for next week. Because what if our budget's lower next week? And then we're tight. We can keep playing the Magic of Summer, the Harry Potter collab for a while, but I want to make sure we finish this every month. Okay, I feel like these need to be colored in. I'm being a perfectionist right now. I need my pencils. Okay, where are you at? There you are. We need to color these in because they're part of the actual tulip itself. And we already colored those. Yeah. Okay, so all of our tulip stems will be colored in. Here we go. Okay, so next week we would just have a $5 bow here. So let's go ahead and get another one of the leaves colored in for $1. Yeah, we're setting ourselves up for success next week. Okay, so $1 there. And what do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Should we see what is under another scratcher, or should we just take that $10 to the Harry Potter game? Ooh, I'm scared that some of these are going to be spicy, so let's just do one more. See which one. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're scratching right here. And it's only a 2, so we're okay. It's only a 2. All right, 1 and 2. And that will leave us with 8 there, and then 2 scratchers for next week. Sets us up, plus our $5 for our Saturday. So I think we did good here, taking care of ourselves here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to keep a 5. And then I'm going to do this and turn this into a 20. So 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 with my prop bills over here. All right, so 25, 26 is what we're saving this week with PM Champion's book. We will put that in and we will see where we are on that one. This one's always a big save too. All right. Okay, so far this month we've saved 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83. Okay, $83. We still have one more week for that one to finish up those. And yeah, that means we only have a few dollars here to work with for our Magic of Summer, which I'm okay with. We'll go ahead and do it. I do have 2 more I need to add in. They did an expansion pack to include Harry and Ron in this, so I am going to get those downloaded maybe today, so that next week we have them. But let's go ahead and see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and $8 left. So let's go ahead and see what we can get done in here. So we are hitting up Hogwarts acceptance letter, and $2 is fly VIP on his own owl. Well, that sounds fun. All right, so $2, we can do that, and we can take care of that card. All done. Let's see what this card has for us. Okay, we are going to Sassy Ginger Budgets. Just right here for Draco Malfoy. And this one is 4, which we can still do. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we have to decide, are we going to risk it? Risk the biscuit? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now that card is done. Now we only have $2. We wouldn't get lucky enough to get that, and I really don't want an IOU. I don't like them. How about we take our $2, y'all? This is a great thing about it being your challenge, your channel, your budget. You can do whatever you want, and I don't like IOUs. Sometimes they're unavoidable, but I don't like them. So I'm going to take this extra $2 and put it towards another challenge. We always put a little bit of extra towards our Savopoly when we have it, because Savopoly is also a big saver. And we are trying to get that one done. So we did go ahead and finish 2 cards. That's all we got done for our Magic of Summer collab. So we will put that there. And we will get out our Savopoly folder here and put this extra $2 in here as a bonus for Sunday's video. All right. That's what we're going to do. No IOUs here, guys. All right. So we did everything we needed to do except Survivor. And I didn't forget. Not this time, I didn't. All right, so we're still in the running. As of this past week, Team Maddie is completely eliminated, and every other team is still in it, I believe. Okay, so we are going on to week 20, which is the challenge from Becca Budget 777. We are moving right along. Okay, here we go. So this one is going to be sort of like Wipeout. And we are going to be using the D3. And I think I'm going to do left-handed so I can write and save myself some trouble here. Okay, so we roll a 3-sided die. The first roll is your start number. We roll 9 more times. Every time you roll your start number, the numbers before it are eliminated, so that's the wipeout. And when you get to the end, that's your total number. And then we have to add all of these up and be below 30. Or we're up for elimination. And I watched Maddie play this. It looks easy, but it is not. So here we go. All right, so our starting number on this row is a 2. All right, so there's a 2. There's a 2. So then that eliminates that 2. There's a 3. And a 2. And see, it eliminates these 2, and so on and so forth. And there's a 1. All right. Whoop. 1. Should have probably kept that 2, huh? Uh-oh. All right, so 2, 3, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 for our first row. Okay. All right, now our starting number is a 3. There's a 2. There's a 3, so that's going to cancel out that 2. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're going to cancel out these. 3, we're going to cancel out that one. 2, 1, 3. Yes. All right, so that makes that one just a 3. Okay, next our starting number is 1. 1, 3, 3, 3, no. 1. Okay, thank you. That was starting to get a little uncomfortable. All right, 3, 2, 1. Yay. All right, and a 3. So our number here is 4. All right, next up, our starting number is 2, 1, 3, 2. All right. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 3. Okay, so 2 plus 3 is 5 and 6. Oh, goodness, this is close. All right, so our starting number is 3. 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. Okay, where's you at, 3? Where's your 3? No, 2. Come on, 3. No. Okay, all right, well, 1 plus 2, or 1 plus 1 is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. No, I think we just lost. All right, our starting number for this is 1, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 1. Okay. 1, 1, 2. All right, so this is 3, y'all. There's so many numbers I got to use a calculator, but I know we lost. All right, so 9 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 14 plus 3. That's 39. Yuck. Okay, well, we did not. We have a fail here with 39. I am sad that I played. So we're going to put our full $10 in this week, and I will have to report that we did not pass. We'll just have to hope that a lot of people didn't pass because, oh my goodness. All right. So far for Survivor, we have 105, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. 130. I'll tell you this, it's getting down to the part where it doesn't take much to be up for elimination because we're eliminating people, and now we're down to lower amounts. So I don't even think it's by the team now. I think it's just by the person. So we could definitely be in trouble here. We could be in trouble. But this is a fun game, Becca. Good job. Even though I lost, I'm not mad about it. Okay, well, wish me luck on that. Y'all, if you've watched this far, give me a like, a comment down below. Let me know how your Saturday's going. And as always, I just appreciate you. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and spending time watching my videos. It means the world. Members, your packages are coming. And don't forget to check for the freebies in the Ko-fi shop because members, you get those every month. Okay, all right, y'all, I'm going to let you go. And until I catch you in the next one, y'all hang in there. Bye.